Happy Tuesday! On today's episode of Guru Tips for Actors, I'm going to give you 5 tips for choosing your best headshot. Hey there, it's Asia Ray Coleman back with another episode of Guru Tips for Actors. And I know a lot of actors can relate to this one because when we do headshots, photographers shoot digitally and we can get hundreds upon hundreds of photo options, even if we're just doing a few looks. So how do you select the best photos for your online casting profiles and for print? I have 5 tips for you around this. Tip number 1 is to remember that your headshot is not just a pretty picture. It's not about that, although we kind of want to make it about that. A headshot is a career tool, and we have to remember that they have a specific purpose, and that is to be selected for our specific casting. Now, if you haven't seen my 2 videos on how to prep for a headshot session, be sure to check those out on our blog. And I also want to invite you to download a free bonus checklist on how to prep for your headshot session. You can grab that at actingresourceguru.com/headshotprep. So tip number 2 is to ask the photographer to get rid of any crappy shots that you definitely won't want to use. Any ridiculous faces where you weren't quite ready yet, or you were in the middle of saying something, or out of focus shots or other photographer errors, he or she should take those out for you. And most good photographers will do this, but make sure you're not wasting your time with this. Tip number 3 is to remember that most casting is happening online, so you must choose photos that will pop from a very small thumbnail on a casting director's computer screen. Keep that in mind. Tip number 4 is to get feedback from other people. Now, I don't recommend that you ask your mother or your significant other or somebody who is not really well versed on the industry and what your casting headshots are for advice, because they're just going to pick the pretty picture that they like. I instead would talk to people who have a very solid idea of what your casting is and how you are represented in the industry and what roles you should go out for. I also wouldn't recommend that you ask random actors that you don't know from some random online Facebook group or something. A lot of actors are not very clear on what a headshot should be. So these are the people who I consult in this order. I talk to my agent and my manager. That would be the person number 1 that I would ask for feedback. I also will talk to my acting teacher because he has a very good idea of what I play, what I go in for, and my career as a whole. Another good person to consult is your marketing coach. That person might have a great idea of what your casting is and what your goals are with your headshot. Some people will want to see a few of your favorite images, and others will want to see all of them, like my commercial agents wants to see the whole shoot, for example. So be sure you are very clear on what the person prefers before you send them over. And last but not least, tip number 5 is to trust your own instincts. At the end of the day, these are the photos that you are going to be carrying around with you and representing yourself with online, so you need to be super comfortable with what gets chosen. And at the end of the day, just remember that you really do know best. So be sure to download our free bonus checklist on how to prep for a headshot session, actingresourceguru.com/headshotprep, and I will see you next week. Bye.